you've worked really hard to get the signature on the contract. And, maybe you get it right away. Maybe it takes you a week or two or three, but the client has felt communicated with. They feel like feel good about you, and they're excited. Okay. You're excited. You got the signature, and they're excited that they're going to get their home sold. Now, what happens is you go to work putting the property on the market. You get it in the MLS. You have concierge start to set up some files. You work on getting the information out to other agents, et cetera, et cetera. But you're not communicating with the client at the same intensity and the same level. What they're thinking is, oh my gosh, I've heard from this person every day or 2-3 times a day, and now they're ghosting me. All right. So they start to get annoyed at you. So what you want to do is make sure that you have a great relationship with the person, because what we're hearing is there's a number of clients that after the first week or two of not hearing much from the agent, they're calling up and wanting to cancel the listing. Now, hopefully you have a relationship enough where they're not losing the listing right away. But you're put back on your heels. You're put in a defensive position. You never want to be in a defensive. You always want to be offensive. You guys with me? You know what?
Yes.
Communicate with me. Put a 1 in the chat box if you're with me. Okay? Put a 1 in the chat box if you're with me. Thank you. Okay. And if you're not with me, don't put anything in the chat. No, keep kidding. Okay, good. Everybody's with me on this. So if you, let me share my screen. I can do that. And that way you will. All right, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so price reduction strategy. So this is, like I said, twofold. One is the price reduction part of it, and I'll show you what we do there. And the first part is the communications part, but the communications is going to help you when you need a price reduction. All right, we're excited about getting the commission. Clients excited about getting their home sold, and the clients don't know what's going on behind the scenes. They don't see any of the work that we're doing, so they feel ignored. They get frustrated. They start pushing for open houses. They start pushing for advertising. They start pushing for all kinds of stuff. The conversation, especially about price reduction, becomes much harder. Everybody's with me? Put a 1 in the chat box. Questions on that first part? Anyone? All right. The second part is what we are going to do. So we're doing work, but the client doesn't know it. They don't see it. So when you take the listing that night or that morning, you pre-address 5 to 6 envelopes to that client, to that seller. We're going to use snail mail for some of this. We're going to use electronic communication for some of it. All right. So you're going to use these to send tangible updates showing what you're doing for them. All right. Also, schedule a quick weekly call or text check-in with the client up front so they know, okay, is Friday good for you? You want to ask them do you want to be communicated and updated by phone, or do you want text or email? Which do you prefer? Okay, get their preferred communication from them. All right. Now you're going to get the listing into the MLS, right? You're going to get it in right away unless you have authority, and you have to get authority in writing to not put it in the MLS right away. Make sure you do this. Don't don't forget this step. And you want to get this into the MLS. As soon as you get it into the MLS, you're going to print it out. You're going to review it carefully for accuracy. You're going to make the necessary corrections, and you're going to make 2 copies. One copy you're going to snail mail to your client, and one copy you're going to put into a folder, and we'll talk about what you're going to do with that a little bit later on, okay? So make 2 copies of that. You're going to email the MLS link to the client. You're going to snail mail the copy of the listing to the client, and then you're going to text them or call them and confirm it's live. Congratulations, it's active on the MLS. Everybody with me on this? Now the client has got communicated with immediately and in 2 or 3 formats. Is it overkill? I don't think so. All right. Just make sure you're communicating to them. Now, online exposure, after 3 to 5 days, check the listing and see if it's populated into the major websites. Make sure it's on the MLS, that it's populating to the major websites, Century 21 Masters, century21.com, Trillia, Zillow, etc., etc. Print a screenshot of every one of those. Keep 1 copy of it in your folder and mail 1 copy to the client. If there's any corrections that need to be done, get them done now. All right? Your home is now showing on, make a note, send them a little note, doesn't have to be anything formal. It's now on major websites. Here's a snapshot and see what's going on. Don't wait and send all of them. Get it? Don't wait and send all of them at one time. Send them as you get them, 2 or 3 at a time. Don't wait till all 20 or 30 populate. Rochelle, there was a question. Isn't that on the listing agreement? What are you referring to?
Oh, the being able to postpone putting it on the MLS. I thought you used to use a form.
I don't. Okay, so if it is, great. Wherever it is, make sure it's checked and initialed by your client. Okay.
Yes.
All right, got it. Now, everybody with me so far? The client is getting communicated with. Now, there's one thing that we as a company do that I think is unique to all other companies, and I forget where we send this to. We email that you got the listing. That lets the company know we have a listing and what the information is. But for you doing that, for you sending it, we then put into action where we go and make sure that all the websites are that are populated. You get an information sheet with something like 15 or 20 websites. Are you guys getting that are doing this?
Yes, Neil. Quick question. Is it the new listing at century21masters.com? That's where I send it. I don't know if that's the website you're asking for.
Are you getting the document back in 2 or 3 days?
The document, meaning like the
Like
listing?
the list of all of the websites.
We're
Yes, I
not getting
am.
them
Yes.
anymore, Neil.
I mean, I get something from Skyslope and stuff like that, so it tells me that they did receive it. So maybe that is the website. I don't know. I'm just letting you know, just in case.
Tell me what you were sending it to.
Well, there's 2 of them. There's new listing without an S at century21masters.com. And then there's new listings with an S at century21masters.com.
Okay. Monica, you said we're not getting them?
Nope,
So
not getting them anymore. And I don't
is that
know
an
why.
official email that we got?
No, they just stopped coming. And I haven't had.
So the
that
question
time.
I have is,
Mhm.
are we sending, because I confirmed this the other day, but I didn't get the email where it goes, that they're still doing it, and that maybe we're sending it to the wrong email address. So let me, I will double check that this morning.
Okay.
Neil,
We'll have,
Okay.
go ahead.
Neil, a list of all the listings and coming soons that we get, yes, we do get those on a regular basis in the Telegram message.
That's not what we're,
No, and I'm not referring to that. What I'm referring, and you know, it's interesting because somebody just sent me, but I'll get this cleared up. I think we started this with Masters, the legacy office, years ago, and this was a really cool thing that isn't that difficult to do. And it was
No.
helping us know where the listings are. So I will double check this, okay?
that would be great, because that's.
I will
value.
double check this when we're done here.
Neil,
Go
I
ahead.
think some of us does not even know what they're talking about. Mm.
I clearly understand that now.
Yeah, I'm one of them too. I didn't even know that we could get that done.
Wait, James, you and I have been talking about that for a while.
Jesse just said it's new listing with no S.
Oh, so it was
You-
correct then. Yeah, there's
New-
two of
okay.
them. Yeah.
Okay, so Jesse's saying we still do it.
Yes, Jesse's saying we still do it and it's new listing without an S.
I do get it. I just looked at it the other day.
How does it come out, Yvette? Like when you get the reply from
Yvette,
it?
can you email me what it looks like and I'll try to share it?
Oh yeah, I gotta find it.
Or if you can share it. Anyway, I don't want to, let's
have
not
it.
get stuck here. This is a great tool. We'll make sure that you know about it. If Jesse says we're doing it, we're doing it. Okay?
Morning, team.
What kind of
Can you
tool and
repeat the question?
Jesse, you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
So the question is that, are we still, when we get a listing and we send it to wherever we send it, are we at the listing agent getting back links of
listing syndication.
websites
Yeah,
that
so those
it's
listings,
shared with?
exactly. Yes, so those are the listing syndications. Those do come in from Valeria. She's one of the ISAs working with Hunter. Whenever we get the new listing notification coming in from the accounting system, that's when we'll go ahead and send out the listing syndication email. The congratulations on your new listing email.
David, do you want to share what it looks like?
Yeah, I have it pulled up. It sends out weekly. Hold on.
No. It's not, this is not,
no.
we're not talking about the same thing then.
Yeah.
This is, if you get a listing and you send a copy of, no, it's not Golden Ruler. That's another thing. Okay, boy, I'll tell you, Jesse, you
It
still
says
there?
hot list.
Yep.
Today's
So
hot
here.
list.
Okay,
Oh, that's the
we
hot-
clearly have a communication problem between that and the agents because they don't know what I'm talking about at all.
Give me one.
Neil, can I say something? It's Emma.
Of course.
And I agree with Yvette, and I think that whenever there is a new listing and we input it into the MLS, and then Jesse's or Hunter's staff receives the list of new listings, and then the emails are sent out. That's
So-
my understanding. I never email my listings to anyone. It's
So this is-
generated automatically.
So this
Okay,
is the email
so
that
I'm
we're-
looking at congratulations on your new listing. Did everybody see the screen?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, and
Okay.
that's generated when it's sent to what email? Can we confirm the email? Because evidently it's been, I'm not getting it, so it's going
So
to a
the
wrong email.
email that's gonna be coming from is going to be from Valeria. She's
No,
like,
but where do we send it to?
oh, this is for you guys to copy and paste and send it to your clients.
No, I know, but in order to get this email, we send it to new listings at century21masters.com so
No, no,
they
no.
can generate this?
This information comes in from our accounting system. So we get notified whenever a new listing comes in
Right.
every morning. So
It's
every
generated automatically.
So
correct?
what you're
generated
saying,
but it's
Jesse,
generated
is
for the-
okay. All
Yeah.
right, here's the issue then. It's generated automatically, so we don't have to do anything. So I apologize for saying that. But you have to, how do we clearly not all the agents are getting,
I send it to
Yes,
my
Jesse.
client
So
as
how do
soon as
we-
I get it.
sorry?
Yes. As soon as I get it, I send it to my clients.
Right, but what some of the agents are telling us
I
is they're
remember
not getting
getting
it.
those emails before, and then for some reason they stopped, like somebody had said.
Right,
I'm one
okay.
of them, yeah.
So
Okay,
I
Monica's
believe
not
that within
getting
the
them.
last year or so, we've changed who sends this notification. So I know you guys were probably looking for Michelle Galvin's email. And she had the exact same information within the last, I want to say maybe 6 to 8 months. We changed who was doing this task. So now it's Valeria sending this task over to you guys.
Hey,
I need to be on
Monica,
that list, please.
Monica, can
Yes.
you go into your emails and type in Valeria and see what comes up?
Okay.
And this is
So for
it's not a
any of
camp-
you that are
yeah, it's not a
taking listing,
campaign that we send out.
Miguel,
It's-
you're taking listings, right?
I
Miguel?
never, the last email I received from Valeria was on 10/21/24.
Got it. Okay, excellent.
So
All right,
Neil, quick confirmation. I mean, I do it all the time and I checked under Valeria and I get it. So this is with me sending it to new listings at century21masters.com. So we do not need to do that no more, right?
No,
Jesse?
you guys never really had to do that because we get notified. If in case you guys are not getting that notification, please do let me know, or the team go email team admin at century21masters and let us know what listings you have that you guys have not gotten the notification for. And we'll look into it. We should be receiving all listings. We got a list of like maybe 20 or 30 listings every morning. So it could be that Valeria's backed
Don't
up.
forget to feed Yoshi, please.
I'm sorry?
All right, thank you.
Oh,
Yes.
no, Emma,
Um,
Emma needs to mute.
yeah, there we
I'll
go.
mute
It
her.
could be that she's backed up because again, she's looking for all the websites to link all the listings to. So I know she has a handful of listings that she's taking care of. But you should receive it within the day or two that the listing goes live.
I've never seen one, Jesse, on all the listings we've taken, ever.
Okay.
I just typed her name in and there's nothing from her.
Her
Okay,
name is
give
Valeria. I just found her email. I spelled it, Valeria is spelled it's differently.
It's spelled Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found one from February 23rd that has nothing to do with this, and that's it.
Okay. So yeah, if you guys don't mind, can you email teamadmin at century21masters.com and let us know what listings. I mean, it's only going to be for current listings right now because, you know, the more up-to-date ones. But if you guys have had a listing within the last, I want to say week or two, email team exactly Rachel. Oh, Rochelle, sorry. Teamadmin at century21masters.com. Century21masters, not Century21. And let us know what listings you guys are missing. We'll go ahead and take care of them for you.
Whoa. Okay, so Rochelle, so Jesse, let me ask you a question. Is the merged company getting the same information?
Yes, they should. One sec, hold on. Master, Century21 Masters. I can't type and speak at the same time. Sorry. All right, emails in the chat box. Everyone should be getting those emails. We are working on making sure that the emails come in faster or more accurate. So we do apologize if there are some missing listings that we're getting. But do let us know if you guys have active listings that are not coming through, and we'll go ahead and put them through the system.
Jesse, what do you want me to put on the subject? There's like 3 that I haven't gotten it for.
Just put listing syndication on the subject line and then let us know the listing the listing addresses.
Okay,
Uh,
thank you.
and that you haven't received notification.
Okay, thank you
Jesse,
so much.
how far back, so we don't get you guys bogged down in some old stuff, how far back?
I'd say if the listing is still active and you haven't received it, that should be a good indicator.
Well, almost all of our, the truth is that we're not getting the sales. That's really where this is coming from. So this is a really helpful thing, because the next thing that happens is when you link it to Golden Ruler. So to get Golden Ruler, you have to be in 21 Online. So if you're not on 21 Online, you're not going to be able to access the Golden Ruler. And Golden Ruler is another fabulous tool that we have that some of you are not taking advantage of.
Now
Boy, did
it
I
makes
open a can
sense.
of worms here.
Now it makes sense because the golden ruler is not
You
because
sure did.
Okay, that makes sense. That's why I have one that's under contract now, but I always use the golden ruler, but I couldn't do it on that one because
Because it wasn't connected.
right.
Oh,
It
see.
was yes. That's why.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. That's why we're doing this.
Okay.
Yay, Neil, you figured out the problem. Woohoo.
Well, I didn't figure out the problem. I'm just teaching the system. All right, we'll get it. Jesse, you still there? Well, let's thank Jesse for jumping on and help clarifying this, because that was big.
Thank you,
This is big.
Jesse.
All right, but understand this is not going to get done in an hour. So send the information over. If you want, copy me, and I'll help in any way, shape, or form that I can.
Jesse said you're welcome.
Okay, good. Thank you. And let's move forward, because these are great tools. But more importantly, they keep in communication with your client. And if you're making a copy of every one of these that you send out to them, because you're going to send it out as soon as you get it, you're going to mail it out, okay? You're going to email it out. In fact, on Golden Ruler, you can set it up for automatic emails, okay? So if you're not on 21 Online, and that does take, you have to get a code and all this other kind of stuff. So it does take a minute. But get on 21 Online. It's a great resource tool. B, it connects you to Golden Ruler, and that's a great tool. It used to be when, in ancient times, when an agent would show a property, they'd leave a card at the house, was the only way we knew that an agent previewed the property. You guys with me? Now, when agents go online into most, not all websites, but most websites, we're able to identify that. So you can take that document and show that, the Golden Ruler stuff, not which agents are showing properties, but the fact that people are looking online at certain properties. So the client doesn't know that because it's online. But that's where Golden Ruler comes in. You capture the information and then send it to the client. They had 42 people see it from Century 21 Masters document. They saw 100 people came to it from Zillow, et cetera, et cetera. So you're getting a feeling that there's some activity going on. Everybody with me so far? I don't want to go too much longer in here because we got other stuff. Okay, so we keep the information. You got the listing, communication. You can review this if we can go through this again, next week if we need to. Now let's talk about a listing presentation. All right, you have all the documents. You keep everything you possibly can, a copy of it in a folder. And now you need a price reduction 2, 3, 4 weeks later into this. Now, so think about this. If you're getting activity, if you're getting showings, you're probably, and no offer, you're probably 5% high. Okay, that's a rule of thumb that kind of works. All right. If you're not getting any showings, then you're at least 10% high. Okay. When I say at least, I mean at least. So, and if you're looking for a price reduction, don't take any number that the client gives you. Because if you're not getting a certain amount of money, it's not going to have any blips on the screen and it's not going to help. The first ask has to be high and it has to, well, I got ahead of myself. Let's stop. Before you ask for price reduction, this is the system that you use. Number one, you want to try and do the price reduction presentation in person. Okay? This is just like getting a brand new listing. If you have the property on the market for the last 3 or 4 weeks and you've gotten no offers or very few offers, you're going to want to get a price reduction. It's harder to get the second price reduction than it is the first. So you ask for more than you think you could get. Okay? Get crazy on it. Doesn't matter because you got nothing if you don't get a good, decent price reduction. So here's the steps. Number one, you call the client and get an appointment, get in person. First thing you do when you get in person is you review the motivation. Write that down. Review the motivation to see if the motivation has stopped. If it's different, does it change? Did it change? So you want to know about the motivation.
How?
Sometimes they list it with you, and the motivation's really, really high. And a great aunt gave them some money, so now the motivation isn't as high because now they can make the payments because a great aunt gave you the money, and they're embarrassed to tell you because you've done all this work, blah, blah, blah. So just go back, review the motivation. So when we listed this house, you were moving to Chicago. Okay, you still going to Chicago? All right, so let's review why are you moving to Chicago? What's important about Chicago, et cetera, et cetera. Review the motivation. That's the first thing you have to do, number one. Number two, you want to show them this pile of copies that you've made and you start turning them over. Okay, this is your listing. This is a copy of this. Don't assume they kept the stack of copies because they didn't. Here's what's going on in their mind. They know you're coming for a price reduction. Okay? Whether you've told them or not, they know you're coming for a price reduction. They don't want to play. So what's going on in their head? What's the first thing they're going to ask you?
What have you done to sell my property?
100%. Now, whether Yvette, you get the big gold star today. Good job. So they're either thinking it or they're going to ask you, what have you done to get my property sold? You do not want to be on a back foot on this. Well. You want to say, well, either great question, let me show you, or you start by saying, let me show you what we've done to market your property over the last 2, 3, 4, 6 weeks. And you open your folder that hopefully is pretty thick with cool stuff in it, and you start turning over documents. Well, we've done this. This is a copy of this. These are the websites we've had it in. This is copies of Golden Ruler. This is a copy of the brochure. This is a copy of when I make phone calls, this is a copy of my checklist, and on and on and on. You get the point? And then you show them the comps. And then you ask them for the price reduction that you want. And then you be quiet and let the next person who talks loses. Okay? You be quiet. I mean, shut up. This is where if they say, well, you think it should be $50,000, I only want to go $10,000. If they say something like that, say, you know what, then let's not move the price down at this point. We really do need 50,000, you know, maybe you could go 45, you know, you make that decision. But if they're not willing to reduce it significantly, there's no reason to have a price reduction, and we'll talk about this. I'll come back and talk to you in 2 weeks, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. You get it?
Yes.
You
I
get a
like
price, you get a
Yes.
$50,000 to $100,000 price, you know, you're thinking to yourself, well, they're not going to do that. You know what? You don't know until you ask.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all about motivation. Why are they doing it? If they're not motivated to sell this house, take the damn thing off the market. Don't cancel the listing, withdraw the listing. And that's just one less property on the market that isn't going to sell right now. Anyway, questions?
Quick question, sorry, backwards. So before you stop, before you be quiet, you told them how much you want to reduce the price. Like say, I want
Correct.
to $50,000 reduction. I say, I think, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I want to reduce $50,000. Tell them and then be quiet, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So let's review the 3 steps again. Do it in person. If at all possible, do it in person. Number 2, review what you've done to sell their house. Do not skip that step. That goes right there. Number 3, run the comps. Show them what's going on and why, justify your number. Give them your number and then be quiet. If you do it in any other order, you're not going to get what you're looking for.
Neil, I'm gonna interrupt for a second. It's Loopy. I did
ahead, Loopy.
exactly what you said. You said this 2 weeks ago. I had a meeting with my seller. Exactly what you did, and I dropped it. He just said, okay, you know what you're doing. I trust you. Exactly what you said.
How much of a price
That's
reduction did you get?
I did 15,000.
1.5?
Yeah, but this is my second one. So a total of 35 total.
Okay, so Loopy, is the property in escrow?
No, not yet. I just did it. I just did it yesterday, day before yesterday.
Okay, well, I appreciate that, but clearly you're not getting enough of a price reduction, or it would have been, you're getting offers. Are you getting offers?
No.
Not, okay. You did what we're talking about, but
Mhm.
you missed one of the most important steps, is you didn't push for more of a reduction.
I
have a
How
question.
much is the property listed for?
719, 714, excuse me.
Okay, so, and you're getting showings but no offers?
Yes.
Okay, so you're 5% too high. 5% on 700,000 is 35,000. So you should have at least 35,000 on your first drop.
Okay.
But you're almost at 35,000 with 2 drops. So 30, yeah, almost 40,000 at 2 drops, but you're still not getting more showings.
Well,
The issue,
Well,
you're still
I
too high. I know you don't want to hear this.
No, I do want to hear it. I do want to hear it because I want to sell the property. And he's motivated because, I mean, this is free and clear, and he wants the money to purchase property, offshore. So I'm gonna see. I did reverse prospecting yesterday. I sent it to like 400 agents. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay, smart
Great,
stuff. But
thank you.
The issue is we're doing the activities, and you did what we're talking about, and your client responded with, sounds like you know what you're talking about, let's do it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you fell short because you were a little nervous to go all the way. Stop being nervous, because if the guy has to sell, you're not doing him any favors by tiptoeing around the truth.
Got it.
Okay. Everybody
Yes, thank you.
hear what I'm saying on this?
I have a question.
Yes.
Go ahead.
instead of, like you said, put it off for 2 weeks if they won't go 50,000, I'll only go 10. Is there some good objection handler that you can suggest for that situation instead of putting it off, like saying you can't price a property too low because the market will bid it up if it
Yeah,
is too low?
you could say that, but look, just be honest with the guy. He says, well, I only want to do $10,000. Well, why don't we do this? Let's do nothing right now because 10,000 is going to do nothing. You're going to be mad at me when I come back to you 2 weeks from now. I don't want you mad at me.
Is that like
Okay?
just taking it away from them then?
Take what away?
The price reduction that they want to give you, just say, no, forget it.
Yeah, but in a
Sort of like,
nicer way. You know, look,
yeah.
that's just
No,
not going
didn't-
to work. Be
Okay.
the professional. We're afraid of losing the listing, but you're not
Yeah.
losing anything if we're not priced in the range right now. And most of us have never seen this market. I don't know how long in the market, how long in the business?
Since the 80s.
Okay, so you've seen this
Yeah.
stuff before,
I've seen
right?
a lot. Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
so you know what I'm talking about. Look,
Yes.
we were in 2008, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We were watching properties drop so fast that, you know, we knew the client's $10,000 or $15,000 wasn't enough. And we told them, you know, you got to drop it here, you got to drop it here. And they wouldn't drop it. Of course, 2 months later or a month later, we would go back to them and say, you know, drop it now. And they were always behind the 8 ball. And we had people losing their houses. They could have got some money out of it a month or two earlier, but they hung on. That's if we know
Yeah.
that's going on, we have to get really good at telling the truth. Okay?
Right.
We really do. Monica, you know what I'm talking about?
I absolutely know what you're talking about.
Okay. So don't, if you guys have been around long enough, you know what I'm talking about. All the rest of you haven't had the same experience, but I promise you that's what's going on. Okay, it will be going on. So tell them the truth.
It's, do you want to be chasing the ball or do you want to get in front of the ball?
You got to get in front. Absolutely. You've got to get in front. And I hope we don't end up in the same place. I don't think we're going to end up at the same place we did in 2008, 9, and 10. But remember this, here's the truth. The truth is that what goes up comes down and what comes down goes up. Okay? So stay in the game. That's my recommendation to everyone. My billionaire friend, who owns a company, you can look this up, Canyon Capital, says this to me all the time. He says, just stay in the game. Your job is to stay in the game. All right? So let's stay in the game.
Thank you, Neil.
Thank you, Neil.
My-
Neil, I have one more question before you go.
Go
Because
ahead.
I was writing this down. So if they say only 10,000, so then you're gonna go with, well, look, this is not going to do anything to your cell. Then what would you say next? Just hold or?
Yeah, just say,
Okay.
look, so why don't we do this?
Mhm.
Because if you're not willing to go the 50 or 60,000 or whatever I'm asking for, whatever the numbers show that we need to do, then let's hold your 10,000 now. And a week or 2 or 3 from now, if you choose to go down, we can take that 10,000 plus the rest of it and get this house sold.
Got
It's
it.
and talk about, use the word strategy. This is, you know, it's a strategy, not an absolute. There's
Okay.
going to be exceptions, but right now, based on my experience in the marketplace, we need to be ahead of the game and we need to know how to sell it. This outline is going to help you sell it. A, stay in communication. That's the biggest issue right now. Stay in the game with the client. Let them know what's going on immediately from the very first moment you take the listing, because the minute you lose the relationship with the client and they start to distrust you because you're not staying in touch, look, nobody wants to hear bad news, but they want to hear what's going on, and not talking is terrible. Okay? I promise you, not communicating is way worse than telling the truth. Okay? So make sure you're telling the truth in every single case. We have some great tools in our company. Golden Ruler is a great tool. The fact that the company sends you these emails, okay, somehow it wasn't working for you if you didn't get them, but get them now. Get a hold of Jesse and his team, and let's get. So I guess Rochelle wrote it down here. It's team admin at century21.com, or it's Valeria. Copy that because it's spelled differently. And then if you're not connected with Golden Ruler, get a hold of Jesse or that team and make sure that you get into 21 Online. Any other questions?
Very
informative. Okay. Sorry, Emma, what?
I have a question. In the 5%, 10% rule, do you still suggest we use the objection based on NAR's stats?
You mean say that?
Correct.
So I don't know where it comes from. This has been around for a long, long time. Okay. But statistics show us is usually the way I phrase it. Statistics show us if you're not getting if you're not getting offers, but you're getting people to see the house, but you're not getting offers, you're running around 5% high, 5, 6, 7%, somewhere in that neighborhood. Okay.
Got it.
Okay. And if you're not getting any showings, then you're running at least, and you say at least 10% too high, because it could be 20%. We've had, you're thinking, oh my God, we have to reduce 20% on $1 million house is $200,000. Excuse me. On a $2 million house, 10% is $200,000, right?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, it's not uncommon. I mean, to go from 2 million to 1.8. In fact, 1.8 probably isn't going to move the needle if you've got it way overpriced. You might have to go to 1.4, 1.6. So 1.4, oh my God, 1.4, you want to tell the truth. It's not uncommon. We see that kind of price reductions in motivated people. If they're not motivated, they're not going to drop the price. Remember, if they're going to drop the price, that kind of money, they're asking themselves, what have you done for me? What work have you done? So you don't want to be asked that question. You want to be telling them what you've done. And telling in this world is about showing. That's why you're going to keep a copy on everything you've done. We've done this. We've done this. And even the smallest thing, putting a sign up, is a thing. It's, we put the sign up. How many calls did you get from putting a sign up on a property? If you got 10, that doesn't sound like a lot, but we got 10 calls from that stupid sign that we put up in the property. Let them know that. You guys with me on this?
Yes.
Okay. Put your goals in the chat box. Make sure that you write down there what calls you're going to make today, what goals you're going to do. The fact that you're going to, one of the goals, I think, for all of you is to set up this price reduction system. Number two, know what's going on statistically in your marketplace. And number three, when the body's in motion, the mind will follow. I'm a great salesperson. I'm a great salesperson.
I'm a great salesperson.
I'm a great salesperson. I'm a great
I am a great
salesperson. I am
Fabulous
great
salesperson.
Look, we have
Sign the contract.
we have at 12:15 today, we have Janella is going to do part two of her system that she does to get social media business, et cetera, et cetera. So for those of you that she doesn't like making phone calls and doing those kinds of things, but she's created a nice business with social media. So we're sharing that with you. Isn't that cool?
We have monthly connect today.
And we have monthly connect at 10 o'clock. James, happy birthday again.
Thank you, Neil.
It's all right. It's all right.
Thank you, Neil, for all the help you're giving us. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks,
That
Neil.
was very beneficial.
I'm sorry, what?
Thank you. That was very beneficial. We're actually heading down to the Pismo Coast for the monthly
All right,
connect.
look, make sure you share with people. What happens is, this isn't about me, but I can't help you if you don't show up and listen to what we're talking about. You get it? Hello? Anybody hear what I just said?
Yep.
So
All right.
tell the other people
Changed, right?
and get here and do this stuff.
You guys still want the amount you want?
Yep. But we're not gonna sell unless we get what we want.
Then drop.
Linda, if you had access to what?
To the golden ruler and the emails with all the links.
You will have access now. Just work on getting it, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna email the team.
Yeah, 100%. It's part of being with Century 21 Masters. They're great, two great services. Sorry that you didn't have it in front of you before, but we'll get that fixed now. Okay?
Sounds good, thank you.
You're welcome. Ash, where is Ash? Who's Ash? Who is Ash? My name is Ash. Well, glad you were here. Email is okay. Good stuff. David, thanks for helping out and posting that thing. Morning, Josie. Who's calling right now? Who's our caller?
Hi.
Miguel, Valerie, are you calling? Soon.
Getting ready, Neil.
Miguel. Frank in the bank. Don't forget the 12:15 class today with Janella.
Buenos dias, Gilberto. Good morning, sir, Miguel, your agent. Gilbert, all right here. Yeah, I called you 3 months ago, 2 months ago. It seems like a long time, doesn't it? Man, time flies when you're having fun. Hey, Gilberto, 1 minute of your time, please. I have an update for you on the market. Okay, it looks like right now the inventory level is growing, and in the days on the market, they're also extending, taking longer to sell. And ultimately, this is going to put some downward pressure on prices. And so with that, Gilberto, I was wondering, who do you know that needs to sell right now this month or buy this month? Who can I help? Anybody from work that you think may need my help right now? Nadine? Okay, I can count on you, right? If somebody mentions anything about moving, about buying a house, right on. Thank you. And you have my contact info. You text me or call me, yeah, if you think of anybody or somebody in me. Thank you, bro. And you know what? I'll return the favor. You know, if you need anything personally, anything, you call me, okay? Maybe I can help. Maybe I can pitch in. Maybe not. When are you going to be ready to move? When are you going to be ready to move? Mm-hmm. 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 I understand. Yeah, price is cheap, president, through the roof. I understand. I hear you loud and clear. Yeah. So what? Uh-huh. eh, Uh-huh. Hey.
I'll send you a link in a few minutes.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it's a big decision, huh? It is a big. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, a lot of they call it uncertainty. People are not. It's uncertainty. Yeah, and that's cool. And hey, listen, I mean, if you saw a house that you like, it was a really good price, and you got a really good payment, would you still want to at least maybe look at the inside? Yeah. Well, no, just I mean within your driving distance, in the area that you want. Let's just paint the perfect picture. A house in the area you want, not too far away from where you're looking to, and then the payment was good and the price was decent. It was not too high, not too low, but it was right in your comfort. Would you still want to look at it? Okay. No, alrighty. And then and you know what? I know that the president's doing all these things, and there's a lot of uncertainty, this and that. Okay, but are you going to base your decision on what the president does, or on Gilberto and the family? Was best for the family. Yeah, was best for the family. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so what I'm hearing you say is that you want the family to be in their house of their own with the kids in their own room, more stable, but you want a payment that you can afford. Is that right? Yeah, okay, brother. Okay, well, I mean, it sounds like we have some work to do. Let's meet for like 15 minutes so I can show you the payment over the phone, okay, before you come in. A 15-minute conversation, you'll get you a payment, how much down payment, and what you qualify for, the price, and we'll focus on those prices. Does that sound like a plan? Just like a quick, yeah, because I got you pre-approved like last year, but it's time to refresh some things. So I have my colleague David. He'll reach out to you and kind of maybe pre-qualify or pre-approve you in 15 minutes or less. That way we stick to that price and no more. Okay? Don't go past what the payment that he tells you. Don't go past it. Yeah, yeah. Just do it because don't go past it. Okay, stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan because cuando se te vuelva el pelo gris, it's going to be another 30, 40 years. At least you'll have some retirement and a place for the kids to come and take care of you instead of renting. Okay, Gilberto, time flies. Okay. No, no, don't worry about the area too much. Don't worry about the area too much. I'll focus on getting you a house in the location that you need. Okay, but right now, let's focus on the payment. What's the max that they can approve you for? But stick below that if you can. Okay, and then just yeah, yeah. David's gonna call you. Today he'll reach out. Talk to him for 10 minutes, a little bit better, and ándale pues, cuídate, okay? Sí, señor, cuídate. All All right, who's next? Valerie. Valerie Fleming. All right, who is up? Valerie Fleming.
Valerie, you there? Valerie, 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 Valerie.
Supposed to be.
Valerie, Valerie.
Probably shouldn't have done this today, but okay. I'll go ahead and do my. Yes, I will unmute. Miguel, are you laughing at me? Uh-huh. Oh, that's funny. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I was doing. It's gonna be super noisy here. I may not even hear this, all this stuff. Not that anybody even cares, right?
I care.
Can you hear everybody here?
Not that much.
Oh, good. Okay, well, that's good. I will prospect away then here. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Christy. This is Valerie Fleming with Century 21. So I'm calling you because I wanted to give you an update about the market, our real estate market. And also, I have you in my phone as well. I have you in my phone. Hold on. I have you in my phone as Christy is cool. So I'm just so curious to know if this is still Christy's number. And if it is, please give me a call back at 562-355-0754. I'm going to go ahead and send you a text as well. And I hope that everything is going great with you. Have a great week. Bye. Yeah, so yeah, this is Valerie. I'm just calling. I wanted to give you an update. Want to talk to you about the real estate market right now and also see if there's anything I can help you with. My number is area code 562-355-0754. I'll go ahead and send you a text as well. And yes, you can call me later. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. No, very good, very good. Oh, no. Huh? What is it?
Hi, this message is for Oslam. This is Valerie Fleming with Century 21. I want to just reach out to you and see if there's anybody you know that I can help regarding real estate. And I want to give you an update about the real estate market as well. So give me a call back at 562-355-0754. Okay, hope you're doing great. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.
A lesson by itself is to make sure that, because what happens is, of course, I'm thinking that you weren't able to do what you had texted me, and you're thinking, I don't care. And
Know your
both of
mic
us.
is open. Hi, this message is for Ivan. Ivan, this is Valerie Fleming with Century 21. Please give me a call back at area code 562-355-0754. I'm just calling to see who you know that I can help regarding real estate and give you an update about what's going on in the market. I hope you're well, and I look forward to talking with you soon. I'll go ahead and send you a text message as well.
Look at it. You would keep it off. Oh. One speed line. It's got it's last time. Come through me, here today, tomorrow we got, okay. And then we're off, then I'm off 2 weeks, Central California and Northern California. They just come with me, so we're gonna. We gotta keep it, we keep it. You guys are part of the family, whether you believe it or not, yes, we are part of the family. So. They want to ask questions, they want to know something. I'm wrong.
Steven, hi, just Valerie Fleming, the Century 21. I'm just calling. I'm looking for my contacts. I wanted to know what company you're with.
Want to run it? It's more. Here, you know what I mean? I have about it, it's the truth. I mean,
Oh, wow.
we'll shut down all this down heartbeat. I mean, losing. That's a lot of.
Oh, really? Oh, cool. You know what? That's so great. I mean, you know what? This is so crazy. Let me tell you something. My son-in-law is from there, and they were just talking about buying home there. And they live in California. And so I'm so glad. Are you doing real estate there or not?
You're 2025. Yeah. I didn't read it from around there. Exactly. Go work with it. Right?
Oh, you're renovating. Okay. All right. Okay, but that's still good to know.
Believe that.
Right, right, right. Oh, good. Well, he might want to talk to you about that then. He's okay. Well, he's in the commercial side right now, and so he does commercial out here in California. But they're, they can't really get into the market here. It's not quite there yet. Maybe they don't want to. I don't know. But anyway, so what number? I called the 213 number. I think for you, right? This is your. Yeah, forget it. And then the other. Okay, good. Good. And so the 472 2800 is done. Because okay, so oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, well, good. Well, his name is Doug, and his company is called Found. And so, if I do you mind if I share your number with him, because I know that they were. Okay, good. Um,
We share it. We know.
Right. I sold to clients who bought in Tennessee. Yeah, I sold. No, I was just saying I sold a house in Long Beach and they moved to Tennessee. I'm still in contact with them. Yeah, that's a place. Yeah.
We'll look at it when
Mhm. Right. Really? Okay. All right. Yeah, good. Well, I'm so glad I called you. I almost didn't. Sometimes I look at numbers, I go, oh, it's a real estate agent. But then you know what? My goal right now is just to call completely everybody through my phone, and I have 3,700 contacts. So it's like, yeah, to Doug and Cian. Good. Okay. Well, I was going to share your number. All right. Thank you so much, Stephen. And so I'm going to take off Real Estate Legends is no more, right? Oh, okay. That's so funny. Well, that's where I got your number. That's where we contacted. Not good.
In my heart for 14 months.
Oh.
The doctor.
Okay.
6 times. Thank you.
All right. All right. And good. I'm so glad you're doing well there. We're going to be in touch. I'm so excited. All right. Okay. Right. Good. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye.
My text received. We are both full. Number one now. And 2000. Will be.
Just reaching out to all my friends and contacts, wanted to say hello and give you an update about the real estate market. Please give me a call back at area code 562-355-0754. I look forward to talking to you soon, and I'll go ahead and send you a text message. Hope all is well. Hi, good morning. This is Valerie Fleming. I'm looking for Lehman and Lehman. I am just reaching out, wanted to see if I can help you regarding the real estate. I'll go ahead and send you a text message, and I hope all is well. Take care. 562-355-0754. This is Valerie with Century 21. Bye. Hi, is this Jack? Hi, Jack. It's Valerie. I am reaching out to all my friends and contacts, just giving an update about the real estate market. I've got you on my phone as inspector. Are you still doing that? Oh, you're not. It says septic inspector. Wow. That's it. Oh, okay. So what, your name's not Jack then? Okay. Well, I don't know why I have that. Is there anything I can help you or anybody that you know right now in real estate? Yeah. Okay, great. Can I share my contact with you so that in case you have anything come up, you'll have a reference for someone? Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, take care. Alrighty, bye-bye.
Going, but I'm sad. There you go.
Hi, Arlene. This is Valerie. Fleming, we're Century 21. This is still your number. Please give me a call back when you get a chance at area code 562-355-0754. I haven't talked to you in a long time and look forward to hearing your voice. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Jack, this is this message is for Jack. Jack, this is Valerie. I'm just calling my friends and family. I wanted to give an update about that real estate. See if there's anybody I can help with regarding real estate. My number is very quick, 562-355-0755. Hope you're having a great day. Looking forward to talking to you soon. Very quiet.
What we do? I miss Pleasure. Okay. Great. Are we ready for the wedding? Are we getting close? You got 2 more weeks to run. You got a pocket, if you want to run, sweetheart.
Hello, hi, Mindy. Oh, that's okay. Oh, no, I'm sorry for making you do that. I was, I worked with Bob on a couple quilts before, and I'm actually calling on a different matter. I, was reaching out to all my friends and contacts with them just to update about the real estate market. I haven't been quilting lately, but I think you're friends with Georgia, Jadima. Yes. So anyway, just wanted to see if there's anybody you know I could help regarding real estate right now. And also just send over my information to you in case you need some help yourself or you know someone that might need my help. Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, that's okay. Sometimes people want to buy or